And now a tip of the hat to a man who is paying tribute to the classic Stephen King film, Christine, with the restoration of a 1957 Plymouth Belvedere. Now, Jason Simpson is a man possessed, or maybe obsessed, not just with the Stephen King film, but especially with the car. That's why he decided to restore his Belvedere. This car is a spot-on replica, a tribute to the car that really starred in that 1980s iconic flick from Stephen King. You may recall that in the movie Christine, the old Mopar, the Plymouth, well, she was pure evil. And anybody that got in between the car and her owner usually ended up dead. And it didn't seem to matter what happened to the car, it just wouldn't die. I guess in a way it was undead. Whether it was smashed with a baseball bat, if it was involved in a rollover or was set on fire, even if it was placed in a crusher, the car always seemed to be able to repair itself. The special effects used in that movie were kind of cool back in the day. What they did was they would smash the car up and take time-lapse videography of it and then roll the film backwards so that it looked like the car was repairing itself. Well, Jason Simpson has done the real thing. He's restored or resurrected his own version of Christine. And the car seems to be taking over his personality. He seems almost possessed by the car. He's even tattooed Christine right on his arm. His whole life is centered around the car. That's why he's so eager to share it with people up in Ottawa, where the car will make its debut after having been freshly restored by Jason himself. It's a special treat. Those cars are pretty rare these days. There really aren't too many of them around anymore because most of them rusted out and, well, they were sent to the crusher. They were notorious for rusting out, and they often ended up in the junkyard faster than people could pay them off. So to have one as immaculate as the one we're about to see in Ottawa, well, that's a special treat. More than 20 Chryslers were used to make the movie. In ads for the film, the car is identified as a 57 Plymouth Fury, but they also used Savoys and Belvederes when they made the film. Jason Simpson's version of Christine seems to have a personality of its own, and somehow it seems Jason has been consumed by the car, in the same way the star of the movie, the owner of the car in the movie, was possessed by the car. Now, Jason says it's okay for people to stop by and say hi to him and to see the car because he promises Christine will be on her best behavior. And I sure hope so, because we've seen what can happen when things get out of hand, when Christine gets a little bit upset.